Coach, so the Black Stars today have won by 2 goals. Sorry, 3-2 against South Korea. Your thoughts on the game and our win over South Korea?
Yeah, I think it was a very difficult game. We knew it would be that difficult because at the end of the day, we needed to win at all costs. That was the most important thing. We didn't look at the performance as very vintage, and it was expected because these boys are playing under lots of pressure, especially when having lost our first game. It was that crucial that we go into this game, not get beat, and of course, if possible, we try and win. And like we all saw, winning was indeed extremely very difficult. The team did very well. Every player really did exert himself. The technical team, yes, did so well, but there were moments where they themselves would admit that they could have done better. We can only hope and believe that they'll look at this again, and then before our final game against Uruguay, where now we have our destiny in our hands because of the victory today, they will try and patch up every wrongdoings or every errors that were committed in the team and make us very formidable against the Wolverines.
Tactically, Coach, talk us through what happened with the team, substitutions that were made, how we had to defend for several minutes in the game. Talk us through what really was going on.
Okay, so there were moments per the formation. Normally we say in football, formation don't move. It's very static. When the game starts, then you see the system within the formation start moving. On the face of the formation, it looked a typical 4-4-2, at times 4-3-3. But the moment we started the game, we realized that we were more of a diamond formation, with Kudus starting from the right in front of Tariq Lamptey. But as and when the ball started moving, he drifted into the middle. The Koreans, very smart on their part, quickly realized that. So they started using those long diagonal balls to make sure they had access to Tariq Lamptey. And I must say that the young man did extremely well in that first 45 minutes. He virtually blocked every cross into the box because there were moments where it was a 1v2 situations. He had to be compete with 2 Korean attackers, but he dealt with them supremely. And as the game went on, it was so important that we got our influential players to begin to see the boy a bit more. The Partey, the Salih, the Kudus, the Jordans, because these were our better attacking threat. So the moment Partey and Salih took control of the midfield, then we started playing. And we had 2 very delicious delivery into the box that resulted in our first 2 goals. We ended the first half very, very strong. We were in a very strong position. That meant that once the second half started, the next goal was very, very important. And I did say that on the set. When I said that the next goal is very important, if we were to score the next goal, game over. Yeah. If the Koreans were to score, it means game on. Yeah. Unfortunately for us, we went to sleep a bit on the transition. That was a quick turnover on the part of Tariq Lamptey. He won the ball and immediately lost it. Yeah. And that meant that our defensive shape had already been disrupted. And the Korean team, if you go back to the sequence, you realize that they just didn't delay in the delivery. But they were very swift in the delivery because he saw that if he can get the ball in front of Salisu, then there will be problems. Yeah. Salisu, too, what he didn't do well was the fact that he didn't attack the ball. He was waiting for the ball to land for him to play. Then the Korean defenders attacker clearly stole one on him and then banged into the back of the. The moment that went in, it meant that there was game over. Yeah. And again, what our boys should have done was to again calm down. See, when this is what you call the moment in the game, the fine margins. You should know to understand the situation, and our team is a very inexperienced team. Take it or leave it. Our ability to read the situation better and understand, to enable us to respond in the much more positive way is what is lacking. Again, we didn't respond. So in the space of 3 minutes, we have thrown away a 2-goal lead. Yeah. That meant that we were not back to parity. The equilibrium has been re-established, and the team had to now go and search for that third goal. So it was back and forth, ding-dong battle. And again, Jordan picked up the ball, and Gideon Mensah, who in my view was very, very terrific, gave the thing a proper weight. He didn't cross the ball, it was a cutback, and thankfully, the ball actually bounced in front of Inaki Williams, because I believe that if he had gotten the foot to it, it would have gone over the bar. Once it bounced in front of it, it meant that he wouldn't have a clear shot at it, and it just rolled in the path of Mohammed Kudus. And for all the young players who are watching, normally they are taught that you turn the ball back to where it came. If you look at the sequence again. The Korea team were all moving the screw, so Kudus took the ball back. That was why the goalkeeper couldn't have that strong hand to it, because if he had continued in the path of the goalkeeper, it would have been an easy save. And he required that the goalkeeper would turn his entire body and go down. By the time he did that, bang into the back of him. So we took that 3-2 lead, very difficult lead, and then that was where again the technical team substitution in my view was a bit suspect. Again, you see, when you are changing 2-3 players at the goal, you have to be very careful. Normally it is not that advisable when you are in the lead to just go and change 2-3 players. Again, we brought on Tre, Kamadin, and then Odri all at the same time. These 3 players, it will take them time to get in sync with the game, and you clearly saw that. None of them actually got foot on the ball, and especially in the case of Tre, per his style, he's that guy who will calm the nerve of everybody and take the steam out of the game, because the changes were that many. When we were in the lead, it meant that they needed time to get in sync with the game, and that clearly gave the Koreans the advantage, and they kept coming. Again, our inability to play under pressure is very key at this level. When you're under pressure, you don't keep ballowing the ball, it will keep coming back at you. Believe you me, if we were to repeat this against a very clinical opposition, we'll get punished. So I expect the technical team to look at the clip again and tell the boys that, because there were moments when we're under that incessant pressure, all we needed to do was to go basic communication. Calm down, you've got time, there's no man on you, control, and let's transit with passing. That would have meant that the Koreans who were now coming at it would be very much exposed at the back and would have capitalized on that.
Coach, let's talk about these 2 players to end it. I'll begin with Jordan Ayew, who very much everybody was thinking should not be starting the game. But your thoughts on Jordan Ayew? You have 2 assists in the game. Your thoughts on game
I'm the manager. If I was the manager, for a player who, in my view, lost the ball twice, that resulted in the 2 goals we conceded against Portugal. I'm not there with that. For the technical team to have agreed that he starts, then it means they might have seen something very, very key, for which I'll say they were vindicated, because normally, if you are that responsible in the previous game, you tend to lose your position to the next player in line. But for them to have said that Jordan, go out there, go resurrect, go make amends for the errors committed against Portugal, that was a huge call. And I must commend the technical team for being very, very decisive and brave, because it paid off. His performance was absolutely brilliant. He gave him, like I said, 2 very delicious crosses into the box. That meant that we were able to put the ball in the back of the net. So I agree with the decision to start him.
How about Lawrence Atisigi in goal for Ghana? He's the one player who has suffered a lot of criticism from Ghanaians. 2 matches, even though he considered about 5 goals, but has been very impressive. In the game today, he was so impressive.
He needed to be. You see, for all those who are going to have the chance to watch it, every Ghana knows that I'm the father to the ball when it comes to football. I virtually nurtured him. We've done a lot working on his psyche. We've spoken to him a lot, because look, it has never gone down well with me, because I know the talent of the boy. I know where I took him from. I know the ranks to which he has gone. I know where he plays in Switzerland. If you are not good enough, you will not be playing for Senegal. You will never be the number 1 for one of the well-established historical team of Switzerland, Senegal. And that is where he plays. So it's been a bit baffling why he comes to the Black Stars and just not seem to be himself. But we are very hopeful. We've spoken to him, thanks to Olele, who's shown a bit of belief in the young man. And he really did show his qualities today, because he made some 3 very fantastic saves, especially on that set piece. Any other goalkeeper, that is in the back of the net. If you look at the manner in which he was stretched, and he needed to make some 3 steps before coming down that low to make that all-important save, he can only grow. For those of us who knows and we've worked with him, he will grow in himself, and the best of Ati is yet to come.
It was a tough game today, in terms of the way they play. They keep the ball very well. The way they tilt the ball and whipping the ball in our boxes, it was really, really difficult for us today. All the same, we won the game. Sometimes, like I said earlier on, you don't need to play good before you win the game. You just need a 3 points. So whatever you do to get a 3 points, you have to do it. So this tournament, it's about winning. You just have to win your games, then you can go further. At the end of the game, nobody will ask you to play very well. They ask you to win. So I think we won today, which is really, really good. We have to go back and just check what we did that is not good and learn from it.
And in our next game against Uruguay with this scoreline, is it possible for us to win and qualify for the next stage?
Yeah, we have to go that we are going to win. We don't have to go that we are going to draw. So for sure they are coming to win. They will come to win. So we have to prepare and play well, and just make sure that we'll be at the right place at the right time. Because Uruguay is going to be a very difficult game for us. And a lot of Ghanaians are talking about revenge, but I don't believe in revenge in football. You just have to take one game at a time and make sure that you win your games.
Wow.
Yeah, great.